All right. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is that one and only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster, and we are live to give you a complete update, all information about my DD15 rebuild. I'll be taking all your questions. I'm gonna be taking all your questions and stuff, and hopefully answer a bunch of them. Uh, the steps and everything and stuff, what I did to get everything done and how the truck is running. So as you guys come in, give me an audio check, let me know everything is good. And once we get enough of you in here, we'll go ahead and get started in tonight's science. So again, I welcome you. If you are out for the holiday and stuff like that, be extremely careful. All right, Sean, I appreciate it. Be extremely careful and stuff, this Memorial Day holiday, um, lots of stuff been going on. Lots of stuff been going on over here in travel, so again, just be extra careful and all that good stuff. So, we got a minute, 39 seconds in the end stuff, okay? All right, I can speak more. I can elaborate more about everything that's been going on there and stuff, guys. As you can see, oh, you're getting your rebuild done now. All right, good deal, very good deal. I can elaborate more now because I'm back in the truck. Some things that I learned, some things that I can actually do to move things along more better and stuff. So, y'all got to forget that line. Y'all got to forget that other line feed. But, at the time I was thinking, all they told me that the truck was done and I was just trying to, my mind was real focused on trying to get back up here to see if everything has been taken care of and stuff like that. And so, man, let me tell you, rebuilds will change your life, man. Rebuilds will definitely change your whole perspective on trucking, man. I mean, a lot of people, I see why, I understand why some people opt out of it, but man, dude, once you do it, man, it really puts the focus on, like, man, I've really been doing this wrong. I really didn't have nothing to worry about. I should have did this a long time ago. It could have put me way ahead in business, And so, and then also, man, I had a lot of stuff wrong with this truck, man. I had a lot of stuff wrong with this truck because I could definitely tell the difference between when I dropped it off and then, the way it's operating and stuff now. The truck runs, it's a lot quieter. In fact, the truck runs the way it did when I first got it. When I first got it 6 years ago and stuff, it runs the exact same way, man. It's real quiet and stuff like that. It's just, it runs a lot smoother. I didn't bump up the horsepower or nothing like that. I didn't put bigger injectors in. I didn't tell them to go into the ECM and change anything or whatever. So, it's still set at 435. I'm not gonna do anything with it right now. And stuff. As far as like bumping horsepower and all that stuff up, I said that was gonna be on the next. If I do another imprint, which I will do and stuff, if I keep the truck, Lord's will, and if nothing happens, like if I don't get to some accident or whatever, if I'm able to operate this truck and stuff again, and it comes around to where I have to do another imprint, then yeah, I'll probably bump up horsepower and all that good stuff there. Let's see what you got, Sean. Okay, what did they find out once they tore down? Lots of wear. Okay, okay, that's the disappointing part and stuff about the end frame is that they did it. They didn't call. They only called me about. They only called me about the stuff that the truck needed and everything. So they went in here, they fixed it. They went in here, they got everything fixed, they put it back together. And so I can only assume when they tore it down, it was just the regular wear and tear and stuff because nothing else had to be done and stuff. It was just, hey, we got the end frame, we got the rebuild kit. They took the old stuff out, put the new stuff in, and that was that. It was no complications whatsoever. They took the heads down to the shop. The only thing that they hit me up with was the injectors. They said, look, the injectors are bad. Your injectors are bad. That's why the truck ain't cranking. Other than that, man, I mean, it was just a pretty solid job and stuff. I mean, they took it apart, they put it back together, and I mean, everything is sealed up tight. So I can only assume that, the rings and stuff was wore out. The rings and probably the rings and the lining and stuff was wore out. But other than that, though, I mean, other than that and stuff, man, I mean, they moved quicker than I thought they did. They moved quicker than I thought they did and stuff. It was it was me that kind of held things up and stuff. So the disappointing part about doing the airframe is that I didn't get a chance to actually see. None of the process, right? I really wanted to see that. I wanted to document it, but I didn't get a chance and stuff, and that's okay. So the only thing I can do now and stuff is just get updates about what's going on with the truck and stuff like that, and what things and stuff I'm doing in order to take care of stuff. So a lot of stuff that I didn't do before, I'm going to be doing now. Like I'm going to be running a rack on and stuff like that. Get the get the valves adjusted, those sort of things and stuff. So it's going to be a more in-depth monitoring of the things that I'm going to be doing to the truck as opposed to what I did 6 years prior and stuff, which was just, the basic, just changing the basic stuff. So I wanted to be more in-depth because there aren't too many. Well, I guess there are and stuff. I mean, you got Francisco Maya. He gives you a more in-depth. He gives you a more in-depth analysis about what's going on with DD15 and stuff. It's just, y'all know how I feel about Francisco. I mean, like I said, Francisco does good work. He does good work. It's just, y'all just know how I feel about him and stuff like that. But I'm saying, if there's anybody that gives a real good in-depth analysis about what's going on with the DD15 and stuff, I have to get at him, But I just wanted to go into it more and stuff, So guys, like I said, Francisco is a mechanic, and he got to do his thing and stuff like that. And so, for people that may have concerns about DD15, you can just reach out to me and ask me questions about, okay, I got this going on. What do you, what did you do and stuff to resolve your issue? Did you have a problem and stuff like that, so on and so forth, guys? The DD15 does get a bad rap. It does get a bad rap and stuff, but like I said, we're just putting a lot of that stuff to rest. I'm putting a lot of it to rest and stuff, and just say, man, look, hey, it's a good motor just like any other motor and stuff like that. You got Chase Andrew. He just, he doing this thing with the MBE 4000. The Mercedes-Benz engine. He debunked a lot of that stuff that was going on with that. So I figured with DD15, I just go ahead and get my analysis. So, yeah. Hold on, let's see what you got. TD, my oil cooler went bad, and I had coolant in my fuel cleanup real ugly. Yeah, that oil. Yeah, the oil coolant stuff. It's not really the oil cooler. It's the seals. it's the seals and stuff. I mean, well, yeah, I guess some oil coolers and stuff do fail, but on these Cascadias, the seals, yeah, the seals go bad and stuff, and so the coolant and the oil will mix, and yeah, it's a real ugly cleanup and stuff. Cause I gotta buy another reservoir tank for my for my truck. I thought, they tried to clean it up as best they could, but it's just too bad. So, you know, definitely got to get a new one. So, or there is a way to get it cleaned up. It's just, I guess they didn't really think about it, and I should have ran it by them when everything was tore down. But it is what it is. But yeah, the DD15 uses not the oil cooler. It's not the oil cooler. It's the seal. But since you got to take all that off, you might as well just go ahead and replace the oil cooler anyway. Just to be sure and stuff. So that's what they had to do with mine and stuff. Y'all know 2 months prior to me taking it in for the end frame and stuff, my oil cooler seal went bad, and I just went and bought a new one and stuff like that. But when they when he did the end frame, when they did the rebuild and stuff like that, they tore everything down. He just gone ahead and threw another oil cooler in it and stuff like that. So it came with the rebuild package. So, hey, it is what it is and stuff. I mean, I told him the one that was up there was 2 months old and stuff, but, do with it as you will. Um, uh, let's see. Let's see. Do you run any fuel or oil additives? No, I don't. Wait a minute. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did run Lucas. I did run Lucas. Let me take that back. I did run Lucas and stuff. That was on the tail. That was on the tail end and stuff. I can't tell whether it gave more longevity to the oil, because once those rings and stuff wear out, I mean, it doesn't matter whether you run Lucas and stuff or not. I mean, to me, I think it did a good job. I'm gonna continue running it. Yeah, I'm gonna continue running it and stuff. It's just, I'm not so sure about running full synthetic. I'm still gonna keep it conventional. I'm gonna keep it conventional, because my thing is that regardless, I'm gonna do it 15,000 miles, even though they say you go a little bit further. You go a little bit further and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm yeah, I'm gonna just do mine there at 15,000, and we'll just go from there. Let's see what you got. My oil pump, they did want to change the oil pump. They did change the oil pump and stuff. Like I said, it was just, truck had 1,000,000 miles on it. So yeah, the truck had 1,000,000 miles and stuff. So while everything was out, and stuff, those things that need to be done and stuff got replaced. So yeah, the oil pump and stuff got done, and that's because they don't want to go back. They don't want to go back into it again. So yeah, the oil pump got changed. The oil pickup tubes, the oil pickup tubes, the oil manifold, all that got changed and stuff down there and stuff. I mean, and it's not. The parts are not expensive. The parts are not expensive. It's just the labor. You can get everything you need for the DD15. I'm talking about you can get injectors, turbo, rebuild kit, cams, cams, and you can get the heads redone and stuff like that, and you'll probably be right there around $9,000. And you can have everything that you need. If you want everything changed, you can get all of it, and you keep it right above that. You keep it right under $9,000. So the labor, that's another thing and stuff like that. They charged the people I went to and stuff, they charge 10,000, they charge 10 grand for the labor. If you supply the parts and stuff, then uh, it's 10 grand for the labor and stuff, and yeah, and the head is included too and stuff. They got guys and stuff that can sit, they got guys and stuff that they go to get the heads and stuff done. So yeah, around 9 grand you can get everything done. Now I'm saying, of course, that takes you having to do a little bit of footwork, because what they want to get you on is the injectors. The DD15 injectors. Like if you go to Freightliner and get them, they charge $7. They charge $800. They charge the $800 injector, right? And so, like I said, you pick up truck paper. And stuff. In fact, if you go on Google and start looking up truck parts, they'll actually, once you start going on Instagram, Facebook, whatever, you'll find all the places that you can get the injectors, man, and stuff, man, on the low end. Cause I got mine for $2,000, right? And it's $600 for the core, right? So yeah, $600 for the core and stuff. So they charge $250 an injector. $250 injector stuff, free shipping. That's over in California. And so what they can also do, you can either buy the injectors from them. You can buy the injectors from them and stuff, or you can just send your injectors off and get them rebuilt and stuff like that and ship back. Which I'm saying, either way, it's up to you. I mean, it's still gonna charge the same $250 or whatever. So I'm saying, like, if you want to save $600 and stuff like that, when they take the heads off. When they take the heads off and stuff, they got to get the injectors out anyway, and so, it's gonna take a week. It's gonna be a week turnaround for your head. So that's enough time to decide which way you want to go. If you want to get your injectors rebuilt, then just send them express over there to California. The people I dealt with DTI truck parts. They got a couple facilities over in California. The ones I dealt with was the guys in they was in LA. Yeah, these was in LA and stuff. They got another one in Bakersfield. They got one in Bakersfield. I believe they got another one in they got one in San Bernardino, Bakersfield, and San Diego. And so I dealt with, if you order it online, then you're gonna be getting it from San Bernardino. But they're all linked, they all linked up together and stuff like that. Like, they all linked up together. They all will fix them. It's a day turnaround and stuff like that. So you figure, you go ahead and pay for the overnight shipping, get it over there and stuff, and tell them that you want overnight shipping back. And by the time your heads and stuff are done, your injectors will be done too, and you can just go ahead and slap them on in there and stuff. Which I say that's what held me up right there. That cost me. The injectors cost me 5 more days. They cost me 5 more days and stuff, but it is what it is. So with everything, because I said I was gonna show you guys and stuff, who did the work and stuff like that. So here's the people who did it right here. Jersey Truck Repair. That's 107 Howell Lane, and they are in North Brunswick, New Jersey. Follow them on Instagram. Follow them on Instagram and stuff under the same name and stuff there. These guys, they are very adamant about customer service. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they get you in out of there and stuff like that, and they're gonna make sure that your truck is right before you leave there. And so, shout out to my man Pedro. Yeah, shout out to my man Pedro and stuff. If you over here in if you over here in New Jersey and stuff like that, they do towing too. That's under HD. They're under HD towing, but it's still the same people and stuff. HD towing, New Jersey truck repair. If you over here in Jersey, you got a problem and stuff like that, man. Look, give these guys a call. They work Monday through Saturday. They work Monday through Saturday and stuff, man. Like I said, I've been talking back and forth with them and stuff like that. They impressed me enough to drop my truck off over there. We did have a little, we ran into a little bit, a little bit of a discrepancy or whatever, but, the man Pedro is, he's real adamant about making sure that he get everything and stuff right. So, that's his thing there. Like, look, once your truck is there, you ain't got nothing else to worry about. You ain't got nothing else to worry about and stuff. So, all right. So we go down here, and this is how they wrote the bill up right here and stuff. And so, as you can see, the seal in the head, you see it don't have a price in it. The seal, okay, the camshaft, right? So the camshaft, that was something that I could have fixed. I could have been prepared for it and stuff. Just went on in and bought a camshaft. Camshafts for the Cascaders usually run you anywhere between $500 to $700, but you can see there, they charge $1,000. Then you can see, the mountain bolts, seal for the oil cooler, the oil sensor, temp sensor, sensor, so on and so forth. So just little odds and ends, stuff like that. But yeah, just little odds and ends and stuff like that. And so the whole thing was just in the rebuild and stuff like that. And so you can see there, rebuild in frame on truck only. And then of course I had some stuff that's going on too, like windshield wipers. They replaced them. It wasn't a wiper. It was actually when I cut on the windshield wiper, it would stop right there in the middle of the windshield and stuff. And so you can see here, all ejectors were replaced. Replace all ejectors provided by customer. We have been waiting for the injector since Thursday, as PR customer would bring in injectors on 5/16. Okay. Gauge has electrical issues. Gauges having electrical issues, stuff like that. So they went on in and fixed that. In order for fan clutch to activate, the gauge need to be fixed, and so they fixed the fan clutch and stuff. The fan clutch stayed on. Customer has been aware of the coolant reservoir needs to be replaced due to it being yellow inside. So and of course you see where it's paid and stuff like that. And there's the bill: $21,000 for the labor. Another $1,800 for the parts and stuff, which came up to $22,870.19. Okay. So that's what I had. That's what I got in the rebuild and stuff from these guys here and stuff. Jersey Truck Repair. Yeah, what I had to buy on the outside was the injectors. So the injectors cost, the injectors was another $2,000. The injectors was another $2,000 and stuff. So, all in all, $24,870 is what I got into it and stuff like that, minus the turbo. And stuff. They checked the turbo out and stuff. They said, man, the turbo's fine. The turbo's fine and stuff like that. They didn't find anything and stuff wrong with it. I do have a place where I can get a turbo and stuff. Actually, whether it's DTI or it's another place that's down here in Texas. They sell turbos and stuff there. Yeah, they sell turbos and stuff there, so you know if you want to grab a turbo and stuff from them. The one for this truck here is going to be 800. It's $875, free shipping. All right. So, what's my takeaway from it? James Will Truckers, what's going on with you? So, what's my takeaway from all this? if you decide to go, if you decide to go the cash truck, you know, if you want to get a cash truck, right? Because a lot of people come to me and they say that they want to go the cash truck route, and so I asked them, okay, why you want to go the cash truck? Because people say they don't want to do finance. They don't want to finance, you know, they don't want to finance truck stuff, which I say, okay, that's fine. So don't let the cash truck make you cash poor, because when I ask people what's your plan, right, they say, well, I want to buy a cash truck and then I'm gonna send it somewhere and I'm gonna get it rebuilt and then I'm gonna start running and stuff like that. So you figure right now, if you buy a cash truck and stuff, you're looking anywhere between $5,000 to $15,000, right? $5,000 to $15,000 is going to have some kind of problems and stuff like that. So what I tell people is, you can finance a truck all day long, even the cash truck. They'll let you finance. They'll let you finance the truck all day long. What you can't finance the repairs. They will not let you finance the repairs. You know, it's like once the stuff is done, you got 30 days. You got 30 days and stuff. After 30 days, they're going down there and taking mechanical lien out and stuff, and then, you know, your truck is gone. You know, your truck and stuff is gone and stuff, man. So, what a lot of people will say to me is that, hey, I got X amount of money and stuff saved up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just buy the truck straight out, right? I'm going to buy the truck straight out. And I'm saying, like, well, okay, why do you want to do that again? Because I don't want to make truck payments. And I'm saying, like, well, the reason why people have problems making truck note is because the type of business that they're in isn't enough to even make the truck payment. Because you got to be in a sector of business to where if you have that type of overhead and stuff, it doesn't bother. You know, a lot of people are transitioning over from lease. They're transitioning over from lease, or the only experience that they had of owning the truck, you know, with financial responsibility is through a lease program. And so that lease program can really, it can really discourage you and stuff, because, you know, you got a $1,500 a week truck note on top of all the responsibilities, So, you know, you go to the shop, you know, you got that responsibility and stuff there. So your overhead is astronomical. So it doesn't give you very much leg room to save the money. You know, you got the idea in your head that, well, okay, I'm gonna just take care of this, and I'm gonna save my money, and then I'll go ahead and move on to the next thing. And so, you know, a lot of people get these lease programs and stuff, and even with the brand new truck, you know, it goes to the shop and they saying, well, hey, nothing's under warranty. So, yeah, nothing's under warranty. So it is, you got to pay all of your overhead and stuff. You know, you talk about $2,300 a week, and then your truck is in the shop and it's down for a week. And then they come in with a repair bill and stuff for $5-6 grand. So, you know, those zero money down lease programs and stuff, it doesn't allow you enough time to build up to build up an escrow for yourself. So now you got to borrow money against the company. You got to borrow money against the company and stuff like that, you know, because you got to get the truck fixed. And so now you just overwhelmed by everything. You got truck note. You got the truck note. You got that repair bill, and now you owe the company for the repair bill and stuff like that. You know, on top of the fact that they got you running freight, you know, they're not showing you rate confirmation sheets and none of that stuff there. So you know, you're just overwhelmed. You know, you're just overwhelmed and stuff. And so, you know, you figure like, well, if I can get into just buying a cash truck and stuff like that, they'll cut my expenses down. What I'm saying, like, well, you got to kind of figure out the people who you're working with first, because there's money to be made out here. But when you're messing with the wrong people, you don't know what kind of money you're actually making and stuff. And so, you know, you can actually make it in the lease program, you know, but you got to be more involved in the company going and stuff in business, because, you know, you got these brokers, you know, like these guys that go to Chicago or whatever stuff, or whatever carrier you go to, they're finding loads, booking loads, and so on and so forth. They're not showing you rate confirmation sheets and none of that stuff there, and they telling you, okay, well, hey, it's this load right here, take it or leave it, it's taking you over into this area, but the company is so adamant about pulling this load. And they're saying that, well, it's either take it or leave it. You know, if you don't take this load, you're going to be sitting for 4 or 5 days or whatever, you know. So you're under that type of pressure there. And then, you know, you're running the load and stuff for $1.35 a mile when they actually book the load for about $5, $6 a mile, you know. So you got that promise of making money, but they don't let you inside the whole money-making process. It's, well, hey, come over here, keep a company driver mentality, and you'll make it. Just pick up any load, take it where you got to go and stuff, and we'll just worry about the money later. If you make money, okay. If you don't, well, that's all right, you know. But you're not gonna stay anywhere. You're not gonna stay at a place too long unless you just enjoy not making money. You know, you got some people that just so down and out, like, hey man, this truck is just a place for me to live, right? And so, you know, you get into the sharecropping mode, so to speak. You know, you just become a sharecropper. You know, they give you just enough to go over here and get you something to eat or whatever, but that's it. You can't make any aspirations of doing anything else. But you know, the dream of having your own business is so strong, you don't want to let it go. You don't want to let it go and stuff. Or, you know, how they pull you in and stuff like that. You make one good settlement and stuff like that, and so it's like, well, dad, now you're chasing that high. So the business is the first thing that you got to get established. Once you get the business down pat, that will determine what kind of equipment or which way you need to go and stuff in business. Do you want to finance a truck? Do you want to get a truck? Do you want to get a cash truck? Because most people who go the cash route, if they all in, right? If I go buy the truck cash and then I go and get all the repairs and stuff done, my business, I understand it enough to where if I spend the money, I'll make the money fast. I'll make the money back just as fast as I got to spend. So, yeah, I could spend $22,000. I could spend $22,000 or $30,000, but I'm gonna make that money back in a month. I'm gonna make that money back in a month, and I can say that truthfully and confidently. And so that's where the misconceptions and stuff, you know, that's where things get kind of screwed up right there and stuff. And so, as y'all know, last year and stuff like that, you know, I was having a conversation with another individual and stuff. And so, given the breakdown of everything that was going on, they had a large amount of money into the rebuilding of a truck, but then at the time, and stuff, based upon what they were saying, they was out of this loop that was going to let them get that money back just as fast as they spent. So I'm like, I said, man, that's why I was saying, hey, it's a bad idea because of the very thing that you're putting out there. But everything, I guess it worked itself out and stuff, and so that's good. But still, you can do that sort of thing if you got a lane where you can make that money, back. And there are lanes and stuff that's out there. But then there are some lanes and stuff, there's some instances where there's a lot of instances where the money is not going to come back as fast and stuff. So, you got to be careful how you use the money. And so what you don't want to be is cash poor. You don't want to be cash poor. So I got this amount of money. They say, a lot of guys tell, hey, look, I saved up $60,000. I saved up $60,000, so I'm gonna go buy me a truck. I'm gonna go buy me a truck and stuff. Okay, where you gonna take your truck to? And I don't know. I don't know and stuff. I'm thinking about taking it to Landstar or some carrier. And the only familiarity that you have about that specific carrier is that somebody that works over there. Somebody that works over there and stuff. And so, I mean, it's all right for maybe that individual and stuff there, but, for you got to learn that whole system. You got to learn that whole system and stuff, and then you got this truck on top of that. So I'm saying, if you got $60,000, for instance, right? If you got $60,000, then what I say is that you got the money to buy the truck straight out. But if 20% is what the bank need if 20% is what's going to get you the truck, right? You already got all the money on best and worst case scenario. So why not give 20% to the bank? Let them finance the truck for 4 years, and you make monthly payments on money that you already got, rather than just spending the whole $60,000 in one hit. So if the truck is $60,000, they want 20%, right? That's $12,000. That's $12,000. So that leaves you with $48,000. That leaves you with $48,000, and so you got $48,000, which they're going to spread it out over 4. They're going to spread it out over 4 years. So the interest rate might be what, about 7-8%. But I'm saying if 7-8% interest is what's going to allow you to keep $48,000 in your pocket and spread it over 4 years, why not go that route there? That way you're prepared based on best and worst case scenario, because you're taking the truck somewhere to make money. But to keep the bank off your back, the only thing you got to do is just pay them monthly. So you was already going to buy the truck straight out, right? But you take the money and then you pay them monthly. You pay these guys monthly and stuff, right? That gives you a chance to understand. The business. You got an escrow. You got an escrow that's already on top of the truck based upon work. You got on best and worst case scenario. Worst case scenario, truck has to go in the shop and stuff like that. You might have to put another motor in it, right? But you got $48,000. You got $48,000. Most rebuilds and stuff are not gonna run you over $30,000, right? Most rebuilds are not gonna run you over $30,000. So if you got to put $30,000, and stuff in the truck, then that still leaves you with $18,000. But you got, okay, the worst doesn't happen, right? The worst doesn't happen. So now that the worst doesn't happen, you don't have to worry about going in the shop no more. So that means that all money that you make and stuff, you can put all that back once you understand how things and stuff work, if things come to a worst case scenario. But let's just say it don't go to a worst case scenario. You just have your regular wear and tear. You have your regular wear and tear. So as you understand the business and how things operate, you're able to put money away. You're able to put money away and stuff into your escrow and save and stuff. You just have to pay the bank monthly. You have to pay the bank monthly and stuff. But I mean, you're paying them monthly and that shit, and you still got 30 days to operate. So I'm saying, I mean, I'd rather take that. And then use that money there and stuff, to keep that money as an overhead until I'm able to double and triple And so, when you're done, you might just say, hey, after 2 years and stuff like that, okay, yeah, let's go ahead and close the books on the stuff and get everything shut down. But it gave you 2 years. It gave you 2 years to operate and keep your own money at 7% interest. And so you're ready to handle anything in business on the best or worst case scenario. So, I say go that route there. Payments aren't going to kill you. It's just if you're unprepared in business or you're going in business with the wrong people, then that's what's going to set you back. The repairs on trucks and stuff like that. I mean, hey, things are going to happen and stuff, and then you take care of it accordingly. There are a lot of, there are hit and misses and stuff like that, and so that's why I put this information up here to tell you, okay, well, number one, stay out of dealerships and stuff like that. If you don't have a new truck, you ain't got no reason to go to the dealership other than to buy the parts. Other than that, get yourself familiarized with some of the shops and stuff that are out here, because there are plenty of them out here and stuff, and they're trying to get your business. They're trying to get your business in. Because they try to keep their doors open and stuff like that. Again, there are some hit and misses and stuff, but as you learn, you learn as you earn. You learn as you earn and stuff. And so, you got that going on right there. It just alleviate a lot of the problems and stuff that you're going to face in the business. So you got to remove that. You got to remove that whole lease driver mentality type thing, and understand that, well, business is not very hard to operate. As long as you have financial discipline. That's the other thing too, because when you start making money, make sure that you put money away for your equipment. So when these things come up, they're not going to, $24,000 is a lot of money. $24,000 is a lot of money and stuff, but it's got to be done. You got the money and you're not really stressing. You're not having to ask anybody to borrow and stuff like that. You're not out of business. You just go, you pay it, and that's that. And then you go ahead and make the money and stuff back. So the crossroad that I was at was, do I get the rebuild or do I just go over here and get another truck? And so that was the option. That was the option that I had. So when I was asking people about Lone Mountain, and stuff like that, that's what I was implying, is that that's an option right there and stuff. That's an option and stuff like that. So I'm ready to take care of the problem on best or worst case scenario. But I chose the latter and stuff and said, well, yeah, I just go ahead with the rebuild and stuff, and that's that. So, yeah, I'm still payment free. But now I'm $24,000. I owe $24,000 to the Bank of Rhode Island Red Rooster. So, time to go ahead and get to work. It's time to go ahead and get to work, get that money and stuff paid back. Do rates right now justify a $10,000 repair maintenance bill? That depends. That depends. What are you spending? Yeah, what's wrong with what's going on that you got to fix your truck that's going to cost you $10,000? Because rates are going to always be up and down, regardless. You know what I'm saying? I mean, 5 years ago, we had a problem and stuff with the rates. And, here we are 5 years later, it's still a problem with the rates. So, the rates are going to fluctuate. So, the rates are going to fluctuate and stuff. It's just, you got to kind of get an understanding about if you're going to spend that type of money, what are you spending it on? No, then no. A 10,000, no, not for that. No, not for that. Brakes, drums, airbags, leaf spring, alignment. No, you $10,000. No, that doesn't justify that at all. That doesn't justify that at all. Absolutely not. If you're talking about brakes, let's get some of this stuff broke down, right? Brakes and drums, right? Brakes and drums. Okay, brakes are gonna run you and stuff about $100, right? They should run the pads should run you about $100. The drums are gonna run you about $150. So you talking about, and then some people and stuff are running specials. Some people are running specials and stuff like that. They say they'll go ahead and put the whole drums and stuff on. They'll put the whole drums and stuff on for what, about $1,100? About $1,100-$1,200, you got all your brakes and stuff done on your truck. Okay? So then airbags. Okay, so airbags and stuff, man. Airbags, they run you about $100. You got 6 of those. You got 6 of those and stuff if you want to change 6 of those and stuff like that. So, 6 airbags, $100. 6 airbags, $100 a piece and stuff. So that's $100. Don't take, about an hour? It take about an hour and a half labor. So even if they charge you $150 an hour and stuff, they charge you $150 an hour and stuff like that. Heck, I'm talking about $600 for the bag. If you change all 6 of them, if you change all 6, and then an hour and a half labor, so you talking about $800 and stuff. You talking about $800 on that alignment. Okay, your leaf spring. I don't know what's going on with that. Leaf springs do go bad. Leaf springs do go bad and stuff. But a leaf spring repair and stuff. You talking about maybe $1,000? Maybe $1,000 for a leaf spring and stuff, and then your alignment. Your alignment is that's what, about 3. So you talking about what, about 400? You talking about $400 and stuff. So let's see. So we add all that up, right? We add all that up. So you get the drums, the bag, the leaf spring, and the alignment. So with all that done, you keeping that under about $5,000. Okay, the bushes. The bushes are bad. Just replace the whole thing, right? Okay, the bushes are bad and stuff. Okay, I just had to do my I just had to do mine and stuff. Bushes are $200. Yeah, the bushes and stuff. That's about $200 and stuff. You might always go and get the. God, I forgot the name of it. Okay, but I'm saying with everything that you just named, right? You talking about maybe $6,000 to get all this stuff done. $6,000 to get all this stuff done, and that's if you got to get it all done. If you got to get it all done at once on worst case scenario and stuff, which I'm saying okay. If all this stuff is bad, then man, we got to start looking at the way we operate. Because brakes do go bad, but I'm saying they don't all go bad at once. They don't all go bad at once. Airbags, they don't all go bad at once. So I'm saying, don't get into the don't do it all. Yeah, don't do it all at once and stuff. If you fix what's needed. You fix what's needed and stuff, and then the thing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But those things and stuff go bad. But I'm saying that shouldn't be running, $10,000. That shouldn't be running, 10 grand and stuff like that. You know, you still got shops out here that charge a fair and decent price and stuff. You got to be out there, you got to be out there and stuff, actively looking to see, what shops, because yeah, you got some shops out there, they charge $150 and so on and so forth. But the thing is, they really ain't trying to do nothing anyway. A lot of them guys and stuff, they get paid by the hour. Then you got shops, how they make money, they got, they trying to get paid by the job. So they want to get you in and out there and stuff and get the next man and stuff in there. They ain't got time and stuff to be riding the clock. A lot of these corporations, they have to do it. Those entry-level mechanics, they got to do it and stuff. But, a lot of these independent shops, man, they get paid based upon the job. So they want to get you in now there. And they understand that, time is of the essence. So if they can get you out there the same day, they already know, okay, well, yeah, he's definitely coming back. He's definitely coming back and stuff. You under load and stuff like that. But, yeah, you got to be, you got to be operating under that and stuff, man. You got to be actively talking to people to find out what shops that you can take your truck to and stuff, and they're going to do right by you. Like Lee, this place over here, Leah Truck and Trailer Repair. This guy charged $90 an hour. He charges $90 an hour and stuff, right? So I'm like, shoot, hey, you that dude and stuff, man. If I got any kind of problem and stuff, I'm coming right back over there. My thing is, you got to be a little bit patient. You got to be a little bit patient and stuff like that. But, if you catch him at the right time, because if you catch him at the right time, that's how he operates. Hey, look, I'm here to get you in and out of here. But he charging $90 an hour and stuff. So I'm saying, yeah, those shops still exist. If they keep their operational price and stuff right around $100 an hour, yeah, that's where I'm going. I'm going right up in there. Because the bigger the job and stuff, it doesn't mean that they're gonna there's this balance of understanding. He gonna charge you a fair price for the big job, and he gonna charge you a fair price for the big job and stuff. You go ahead and pay it, and that's it. You in and out of there and stuff. So you ain't got to see this guy no more. You ain't got to see this guy no more. But you do enough work. If you send this guy enough work and stuff, man, and you get on a first name basis with him, then that's gonna be their whole premise, man. They getting you in and out of there and stuff like that. And so, because they know most of the stuff that you're gonna bring to them, that's what it's gonna be. It's not, trucking is not always about a repair that's putting you down. Where you get put down at is when something's wrong with your truck, and then you just keep on neglecting. You keep neglecting it and stuff like that. That's where it start adding on to. That's when you start adding on to time and stuff like that. Yeah, my truck got to be in the shop for a couple weeks because something was wrong with your truck. Something was wrong with your truck, and you just kept putting it off and stuff. Case in point, my air compressor. My air compressor stuff. I know it was going bad. But, I said, I'm just keep on riding. I'm going to keep on riding and stuff like that. And then it put me down. A $800 part, $800 part and stuff, a $1,500 repair wind up becoming almost $4,000 repair and stuff. On top of that, I had to get the truck and the trailer towed, separately. Had to get it towed separately and stuff like that. So, that was more money. That was more money and stuff I had to kick out. All because of something that I knew that was giving me a problem and stuff, and I kept putting it on the back burner. But, all of it's fixed now and stuff. But, lesson learned. When you know something is wrong, go ahead and jump on it. That's why I had to make that decision to say, well, hey, look, This truck is already going through a bunch of oil and stuff like that. You know, I done watched enough videos to know, yeah, this is what's going on with my truck. And if I keep riding with it and stuff like that, then the worst is going to happen. It's going to put me down somewhere. And where the repair could have been this price here, now it's going to be another price. So, you know, like I said, I was sitting right over here where I'm at, and stuff, over here off of US 22. This is my truck broke down there, with the air compressor and stuff. You know, I've been talking back and forth to Jersey Truck Repair about getting this end frame done. It's always been on my mind. Hey, look, get this end frame, get the end frame. What are you gonna do? You gonna rebuild the truck? You gonna get you another truck? So I had to make the phone calls, start calling around and stuff. Some people were saying this price right here. Some people were saying another price and stuff. And so, you know, they met me right there in the middle. And so, you know, when I called Jersey Truck Repair and stuff, and then I looked up their reviews and their videos and stuff like that, I like, man, hey, I was impressed. I like, yeah. So when they told me what the price was, and they saying, well, yeah, this what's going on with your truck and stuff, go ahead and bring it in here before it get bad, and we can keep it, because he was telling me and stuff, hey, man, listen, on these DD15, on a worst-case scenario, they said, worst case scenario, I don't see it going over $21,000. I don't see the repair bill going over $21,000. If it does, it might be very little. And so what took it over $21,000 was that camshaft. Yeah, that's what took it over and stuff. And I'm saying, you know, $1,000. Hey, yeah. I roll with that. And that's where I wanted to be, because I was saying, like, you know, they were talking about $30,000. That's when I was saying, like, well, okay, I did get approved at Kenworth to go down there and get that brand new W9. You know, they've been calling me back and forth and stuff. Hey, man, listen, you coming down here to you come down here and check this truck out and stuff. Like I said, brand new W900 and stuff like that. So I said, man, it's going to have to go either way. I said, if I get this W9, I got to sell this truck right here. It's got to go, and it's got to go quick. So I said, man, shoot, if I get that W9, I was going to sell this truck and stuff for about $4 or $5 grand, just to get from under, and say, you go, okay, now understand. This is what's going on with the truck and stuff, and so, you know, if you do this, you have a decent piece for quick. I'm just saying, like, you know, $30,000. Yeah, I like the truck. Yeah, I like the truck and stuff like that. But, you know, if I got the money to get what I actually wanted to get and stuff, then, you know, yeah, I'll go ahead and roll with that. But the other thing is why I made the decision to go with the end frame is that I done had this truck for over 5.5 years. I done had the truck for 5.5 years on all miles. You know, I got the truck at $480,000, and I got the end frame done at $1,070,000. You know, $1,070,000. So in 5.5 years and stuff, I put 600,000 miles on the truck. You know, so that means that, you know, even with, and so when I added the revenue up, and all miles driven on the truck, and then it's only going to cost me $25,000, and so I got the fresh end frame on it, and now I can put $1 million on it. Now I can put $1 million on this stuff. It only makes sense and stuff for me to keep the truck. It only makes sense and stuff because I know I ain't running like that and stuff. I said, even with me getting the end frame done on it, I didn't, you know, I can run all states and stuff like that, but you know, it's not necessary. You know, I don't run the Midwest. I don't run out there to Texas and California or the West Coast and stuff, I can do it with confidence now that I know I got it done. But the thing is, I make my money over here on the East Coast. So I can be nice and comfortable. I can be nice and comfortable over here and know that I got everything done. I can make my revenue back just as fast as I spent it. And just as fast as I spent it, and I got what, 10 years. I got another, it took me 5.5 years to put 600,000 miles on the truck. So, heck, if I still do the same thing, and stuff, so you figure what, about 9 years, that's when I have another million up here and stuff, right? And so, how much the end frame gonna be? Another $22,000. But the truck gave me 9.5 years of running. It only makes sense for me to take the truck, keep the truck, and just build it up. Yeah, I like the W9. Yeah, I like the W9 and stuff like that. But this is just a better option right here. The truck does the same thing, still gonna make the same amount of money. I still got all the comforts and stuff that's in here. So now I just got to go to work, building this thing and stuff the way that I want to, cause hey, I'm all in now. But that's why I stand on the business side of stuff. But I'm not trying to really escape. Any kind of. I just don't need any needless overhead and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a nice truck. It's a very nice truck and stuff, but I understand getting that W9 means that, I can't just be an East Coast truck. So when they started talking about, hey man, listen, I got one going to Missouri and Iowa, and, the Midwest, or going down there to the South, going down there to, going to the Southwest and stuff like that. All right, Team Blue, what's going on with you? So when they start naming those places, they're like, yeah, I gotta go and stretch this thing on out. And I know I can do it, but it's not necessary. It's not necessary and stuff. And so I'll stay on over here and stay comfortable with what I got. So this whole talking about, getting the W9 and stuff. Dang, it got dark. Yeah, getting this W9 and stuff like that. That's I'm done with that and stuff, man. Trying to get a Peterbilt. Yeah, I could get one, but hey, I'm cool with what I got right here. So I got this truck here and stuff, man. It's nice and quiet. It's running like it's supposed to. Let's see if I cut this light on right quick. Okay. No, that's not working. But yeah, so that's where I stand on stuff. I'm all in. And I guess the other thing too is that if you decide to go the rebuild route, if you decide to say, yeah, I'm gonna go and get the truck rebuilt, then expect to be down for at least a month. Expect to be down for at least a month and stuff. And so it's not really as bad. I thought it was gonna be a nightmare and stuff, man. Like, God, no, I can't take that much time off. And stuff. But man, shoot, dude, when I got it, when they called me that Friday and stuff and told my truck was ready, I was like, dang, man, I want to take another week off. Man. Like, man, I ain't really trying to get back out here and stuff like that, but I had to go ahead and get back into it. So, when I got my load, I loaded Wednesday and stuff, and so I got three loads down and stuff, and so I'm already at 47. I'm already at 4,700 with these three loads. And how many miles and stuff I put? How many miles and stuff I did? 18. They got about 18, 1,800 miles and stuff. So, it sucks that, it sucks Memorial Day and stuff is Monday and stuff like that. Otherwise, I would have been, jamming this weekend and stuff. But it is what it is. So, that's my plan. I'm like, get that money paid back as soon as possible, and I'm not gonna be, working every day like I used to be and stuff. Like, I could definitely take time off and stuff, man, and it's not gonna be a big deal. It's not gonna be a big deal and stuff. Even though I'm like, yeah, man, shoot, that I ain't gonna lie, it cost me $1,000 a week. It cost me $1,000 a week and stuff, man. I'm like, dude, what in the heck am I doing? I know how to budget. I know how to budget myself, but I'm saying when you got nieces and brothers, and stepchildren and stuff like that, and they, their needs and stuff like that. I mean, I'm telling you, they know how to eat. They know how to eat and stuff, man. I mean, shoot, they going out every single day and stuff. So, hey, look, let's go to this restaurant here. Like, oh God, please, like, shoot, like, dude, no, man. You getting that freaking food bill and stuff like that. You got 200. You sit over here $200 and stuff, and then they eating twice a day. They eating twice a day and stuff. I mean, me, I just eat once. And look, they gotta have breakfast. Like, man, shoot, you go over here to Waffle House. And stuff. I thought the All Star stuff was $10. Like, shoot, freaking All Stars $14, and then you sitting over here feeding. It's $14, and you sitting over here feeding. Everybody got to get an All Star. Then you going over here to Hardee's and stuff like that. They're getting the most expensive thing on the menu. All kinds, I'm paying for it and stuff, shoot, going to Red Lobsters and, a bunch of these restaurants, Applebee's and I guess those restaurants you go and you take dates and stuff, man. I'm like, shoot, that daggone food bill come like, what the heck? You got to pay that and the gratuity and stuff like that. So I'm like, good gracious, man. I'm like, hey, I got to go over here and draw out some more money and stuff, man. You got to go over here. I don't know, man. I'm like, I had to keep telling folks and stuff, hey, listen, I'm out of work right now. I ain't got no revenue coming in, so I don't know why y'all think I don't know why you sitting there thinking I got all the money, but that's what it was. So I'm like, people suggesting stuff, and like I said, I don't mind going out, but good gracious, man, it's just every single place you go, $200. $200 and stuff like that. I'm like, y'all sitting there ordering food, and then you ain't even eating. You ain't even eating this stuff, man. Well, I'm going to get some of it and stuff like that. I'm going to take the rest of it to the house, and then you talking about, man, I'm hungry again. Like, wait a minute. Why don't you finish off that steak? Why don't you finish off that steak and stuff and that shrimp that you didn't eat in that restaurant? Like, good gracious. I'm just saying, I'm like, I take time off and stuff, man. I think I ain't gonna let nobody know and stuff. I'm just gonna peel on out to the house and stuff like that. Shoot, I'm like, hey, I know how to budget myself. Like, hey, just eat one time a day and stuff. Just go out and grab something and stuff and bring it back. Y'all sit over here and stuff, man. Shoot, eat 2 and 3 times a day and stuff like that. Fried chickens and all. And they sit over here, $10, $15 a hit. $10, $15 a hit and stuff, and you buying it for 6 or 7 people. I'm like, man, good gracious. Man, yeah, you on vacation, yeah. Yeah, I'm on vacation, all right, and stuff. It just, shoot, Let's see, you still pulling the reefer trailer? I'm still over here. Yeah, I'm still doing refrigerated. Yep, I'm still doing refrigerated. But yeah, man. I mean, I'm glad to be back out here. Glad I ain't got to worry about the fact, this truck over here. You know, I ain't got to keep putting oil and stuff in it. It's just, man, this oil so clear you can't tell. This oil so clear and stuff you can't tell it got oil in it. Shoot, I started to get upset with the people and stuff like, man, y'all forgot to put some oil back in this truck. Like, I had to check that dipstick again and stuff. I'm like, what the world? Yeah, it's got oil in it and stuff, but it's just, I guess I've been so used to it being, dark and stuff. I'm like, shoot, you got that fresh end frame in it and stuff. I said, well, it's probably gonna go black after about, I take it on a couple trips and stuff. I go out there and check it. Every time I check it, well, I'm like, man, light. It's light, but man, that's the way it needs to be. So, yeah, I go ahead and jump on off here and stuff like that. So, if you guys want some more information, if y'all need any more information, stuff about the DD15 and stuff like what I did, who I had to go to, or if you interested in getting it done and stuff with the people that I carried it to and stuff like that, I pass that information along. In my opinion, I think that they do real great work. Their reviews and stuff are definitely on point. My man Pedro, and stuff, man. Hey, he that dude. He that dude and stuff. But if y'all follow me on Instagram, you can see what my man did. Like, when I dropped the truck off, I had to put down, the deposit and stuff. I gave him half up front, $10,000. So, but when the truck and stuff was done, I paid him that Monday. I paid him that Monday and stuff, man. I go pick my truck up Tuesday. He go pulling up and stuff, man. On the R, he got an R35 now. So you showing off on me. When I left here and stuff, you had a pickup truck. You driving a pickup truck and stuff, man. That check cleared and stuff like that. He went out there and bought him a supercar. Yep, showed up with that R35 and stuff, man. I mean, my jaw dropped. Like, yeah, I just got it. Yeah, I just got it. I said, yeah, I imagine. That check cleared Monday. Well, that wire transfer went through Monday. That wire transfer went through Monday and stuff, man. Shoot, he went straight down into the auction. Picked up that R35 and stuff like that. I said, I don't know, like, hey, it's a nice car. I don't think you want to be driving around here. Just, hey, drive your pickup truck and stuff, man. But keep that R35 and stuff. Don't get me wrong. Hey, I love them GTRs. I love them GTRs and stuff, man. But I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I just ain't no fan. I ain't no fan of the automatics. I ain't no fan of the automatic stuff, man, but hey, still, hey, it's your money, do how you want to, but you ain't waste no time. So, let's see, what you got? What's your opinion on LRM leasing out of Florida? Do you know them? Yeah, I know them. Yeah, I know them. I'm familiar with them. So they, LRM. That's who you go to if your credit ain't straight. If your credit ain't straight and you try, say you got some money, say you got some money and stuff like that. I forget how much money you got to put down on the truck. I forget how much money you got to put down on the stuff, but they don't check your credit. Yeah, they don't check your credit and stuff like that. So you give them the down payment, you get the truck and stuff like that. Just know if you get the truck, and stuff, you know, hey, you're responsible for the repair, so they gonna get you straight to get you up out of there and stuff. But after that, you on your own. So, you know, my advice is if you go to LRM, and stuff, you know, just make sure your paper and stuff is, you know, make sure your paper and stuff is straight, and that wherever you're going is going to be a consistent flow. It's going to be a consistent flow of money. So, guys, when that truck get to acting up and stuff like that, you got to be ready to take care of it. So, but yeah, they don't do no credit check and stuff like that. I mean, you go to them, you know, and stuff. They've been in business since the 80s. They've been in business since the 80s and stuff, man. You know, just doing that deal. So, you know, they get you right. They get you out of there and stuff. And once you out there, you on your own. So, just make sure whatever truck and stuff you get, you familiarize with it and stuff, and you're ready to take care of whatever needs to be taken care of and stuff, guys. You know, Trucker Brown went over there. You know, Trucker Brown went over there and stuff. He had Dirty. That's where he got Dirty Red. You know, he did the Dirty Red series, and you know, like I said, you know, with Trucker Brown, his problem is that, you know, he's a here, there, and everywhere type person. And I'm just saying, you know, if you've been messing with E.D. Cole and E.D. Cole got your credit and stuff straight, and you the type of person, you don't mind doing all 48 and stuff like that, dog, just go over there and get your brand new truck. Do what Lowshine did. Yeah, do what Lowshine did. But, you know, if you ain't, you know, if you go to LRM and stuff, then just make sure, you know, you operate within a certain region. They not 48 states. They not 48 states in Canada type trucks. You know, they ain't 48 states in Canada type trucks. But, you know, you can make it a 48 state in Canada truck if you're willing to put the money into it. But, you know, if you get it, you know, you say, hey, look, I'm operating within a certain region. I'm putting a certain amount of miles on it, stuff like that, and that's that. What do I think about the Pack Car motor? They just like anything else. I mean, all motors are good. You know, all motors are good and stuff. It's just the newer motors get a bad rap because of the emission system. If you eliminate the emission system, then, you know, if you can, you know, if you eliminate that right there and stuff, then the motor is pretty good. It's pretty solid. It'll go out there and do what it's supposed to do. So yeah, I mean, I don't, you know, the Pack Car stuff is just a Cummins. It's just a Cummins motor and stuff that, it's a Cummins motor that Kenworth incorporated and said, you know, hey, look, this is our brand. This is our brand right here and stuff. So, you know, if you want a Kenworth or a Peterbilt, then, you know, hey, Pack Car and stuff is who we deal with. But it's the same schematics as a Cummins. So, you know, yeah, all motors are good. It's just the emission system gives the motors bad raps. And so anybody that said that they had a problem and stuff like, man, they're on this Pack Car and stuff, man, Pack Car's a bad motor. Why? Because, you know, then they go and say, well, you know, they go and tell the truth. Hey, yeah, I've been having a problem with the emissions and stuff. You're like, okay, that's completely unrelated. It's just, you know, if you don't fix that emission system and stuff, then it'll start derating the motor and stuff like that. Then you be thinking, oh man, I just got a piece of crap truck. Just like with the Max Force. Just like with the Max Force and stuff, people swear up and down, oh, Max Force is just a horrible motor. And Max Force is a good motor. It's just they got a bad rap because of the emission system. You know, same 435, 434, 434 horsepower. So it's just like anything else coming out the gate and stuff, man. It's not a very, it's not very strong as opposed to, um, you know, your pre-mission motors and stuff like that. You know, they non-comparative and stuff, but you know they tote the note. They very quiet. You know, low on conversion. They low on conversion and good fuel mileage. So you take care of it, and they'll take care of you. So yeah, nothing else is going to be going on and stuff like that. So the telephone lines will be open. The telephone lines will be open and stuff, man. If y'all want, you know, if you want to talk, like I said, you know, you don't even have to text. Well, I mean, if you're going to text me, just text me and say, hey, man, listen, I'm giving you a call and stuff, and that way I don't include line up, because I ain't got too much, you know, all my business is concluded right now and stuff until Tuesday, so, you know, telephone lines are open. My telephone number is on my YouTube page and stuff, man, so feel free to hit me up. I'll be free from now till till Tuesday, and we can talk about anything related to trucking. You know, if you want me to go more in depth about what's going on with my truck and what I suggest and stuff like that, you know, as long as it's about trucking, yeah, you know, uh, we'll get familiarized and stuff, man, with the subject together. So, yeah, my telephone line and stuff will be open. Yeah, my telephone line will be open and stuff, man. I guess till tonight. I guess I'm gonna shut it down and stuff around 11. Shut it down around 11 o'clock and stuff like that. So, you know, yep. Anything that you want to talk about and stuff that's trucker related, we'll go ahead and get on that. So, otherwise, we'll go live again tomorrow to bring some more information about some of the stuff that's been going on, some important details and stuff like that, and of course, getting ourselves familiarized with what's coming next month, which is the FMCSA ruling on what they're going to be doing about speed limiters and stuff like that. They're gonna be rolling that out and stuff next month. I mean, yeah, they're gonna be rolling that out next week actually, about what the final ruling is gonna be and stuff. You know, as far as I ain't gonna say the final ruling, but what to expect with the speed limiters and stuff like that. So you know, I guess you know if y'all want to speak on that, you know, if you want to speak on that and stuff, you know, we go ahead and chop that up. And with that, I'll go ahead and end on that note there and stuff. So, this your man right here, the one, the only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster. Follow me on Instagram, which is Rhode Island Red Rooster 22. Rhode Island Red Rooster 22 on Instagram, where I'm always posting up things about my 2013 Freightliner Cascadia with that new in frame on it. So, you know, we're starting out from the beginning. So you could just say that, well, I picked the truck up and it had 70,000 miles on it. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll get weekly updates and stuff, you know, about what's going on and stuff on the Cascade side and stuff. And with that being said, this man right here, one and only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster. Tell you as always, continue your own research, fact-minded studies. Honestly, your skills every day. Next time we talk, next time we meet. Be safe. Be easy. Peace out.